Hi, this is Nick at ASUS, and today we're going to take a look at the Windows Remote feature of our new Transformer All-in-One. So for those not familiar with our new Transformer All-in-One, it features a 18.4-inch Tegra 3 based Android tablet which docks into a Core i3, i5, or i7 based PC station. And when I mean Windows Remote, what ASUS has done is when you detach the tablet, you'll be able to remote back into the PC station using a piece of software called SplashTop. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that works. Okay, so what we're looking at here now is the screen that you will be brought to as soon as you're done with the Windows 8 setup and the personalization. So as soon as you're done with that and you're booting into Windows, this is the first screen that you're going to see. Okay, so what we're taking a look at here is the first initial ASUS Connection Builder screen. And what this program is going to do is transfer the information when you connect in Windows to your wireless network. It's going to transfer that information over to Android automatically so that Android will connect to the same network, and thus enabling the Windows Remote mode. So let's go ahead and click Next. And on this next screen right here, as you can see, the connection that we've connected to is called Video Room 5 GHz. I've already entered the password for the wireless network, and it's going to ask me to enter it one more time on this screen so that it can pass the information to Android. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to go ahead and click OK. And here it's going to tell us that, okay, the Transformer All-in-One setup is complete. Discover more about ASUS Transformer AiO you can do in the tutorial app. We can go ahead and click Done. And the next window that you will see upon the first setup of this device is going to be the SplashTop app. So SplashTop is what we use to make the Windows Remote connection. That will basically enable the tablet to go back to the base station and stream your Windows so that when you're on the same network in your household, you can go between Android and Windows. So let's go ahead and click Go and configure the SplashTop streamer. So on this next page, we're going to go ahead and accept the end user license agreement. We do have the option to send our data to SplashTop to help them improve the product. So let's go ahead and click Accept. Okay, so this is going to be the screen where SplashTop is going to have you create a security code. So what this does is it's going to make sure that the only device that can go ahead and do the remote feature back to the PC station for Windows is a device that has this security code. So let's go ahead and create a security code. For this purpose, I'm just going to go ahead and make one test1234, and then we're going to go ahead and confirm it, test1234. And it says that its security code is saved. So let's go ahead and click Next. And it tells us done. If you already have a SplashTop remote app on your mobile device, you can now access this computer remotely. So let's go ahead and click Finish. And here you can see that the SplashTop streamer window has popped up automatically. So this is more so like the settings window. You don't need to do anything in here. In fact, you can go ahead and X out of it immediately. It's going to tell you that it's going to continue to run in the background so that you'll be able to continue making the connections. And it will also stay active in the bottom right corner in the system tray. So let's go ahead and take a look at it in action. So we're going to go ahead and undock the tablet now, and the connection should be automatically made back to the PC station. Let's undock it. We see we've gone into Android, SplashTop is opened, and we're back into Windows. Okay, so what we're going to do here is take a look at a few troubleshooting steps if you're having some problems with SplashTop making the connection back to the PC station. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is to make absolutely sure that you are connected to the same network on both systems, on both Android and Windows. So let's take a look at Android and see that we are connected to the same network. In Android, we can go ahead and click on the notification panel here in the bottom right corner. And up here, we're going to have the Wi-Fi status. So let's go ahead and click in that space, and that'll bring up our settings, our Wi-Fi settings. So here we can see we're connected to Video Room 5 GHz. So let's go ahead and switch over to Windows and make sure that we are connected to the same network. In Windows here, we can see by clicking on the little Wi-Fi symbol on the system tray, we are connected to Video Room 5 GHz. So there's step one. If you had some problems making the connection, go ahead and try to reconnect the SplashTop right now. Okay, so another part that we're going to look at is the SplashTop app in Android. and we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's configured correctly. So the way that you can do that is by going into the app drawer, which is located on the top right corner of the Android desktop. We'll go ahead and click on that, and that'll bring up the list of Android apps that we have installed. You're going to go ahead and look for Splashtop, which is the multicolored icon. It'll be listed alphabetically, so let's find it right here, and we'll go ahead and open it. And this is going to go ahead and open up that Splashtop app. So what it's going to do is show us all the computers on the network that we may be able to stream Windows from. And one of the first things that we're going to go ahead and do if you had any troubles connecting to Splashtop is we're going to go ahead and refresh it up here in the top right corner. This little middle button, we'll go ahead and click it, and it'll go ahead and look over the network and refresh and find any PCs that have the Splashtop streamer that we just configured in Windows. So once that's done, one more thing that you can do is going to be to make sure that the security code matches. If you remember earlier in the video, we created a security code in Splashtop, so to make sure that it is going to be only us that's allowed to connect back to the Windows PC station. So let's go ahead and click on this little pen on the right corner, and that's going to bring us the configuration screen, and here is the security code. So we're going to go ahead and re-input the security code that we had originally created during the Splashtop setup in Windows. If you remember, that was test1234. So we've gone ahead and done that, and let's go ahead and click done. And now that we have refreshed and that we've entered the security code, let's go ahead and try to connect back to Windows. So let's go ahead and click on the computer that's found automatically here. And there we go, we're connected back to Windows. Okay, so one last thing that we're going to take a look at is the Splashtop streamer in Windows itself. Say you had some kids playing on the computer, someone else, maybe someone closed out the streaming service for some reason. We're going to go ahead and show you how to make sure that it is still running. So in the bottom right corner of the screen here, we're going to have all our applications or programs that are running in the background. We're going to go ahead and click this little arrow to show them all. And we're going to see one of these right here is the Splashtop streaming service. So if you don't see this, what you're going to want to go ahead and do is in Windows 8, you can go up to the top right corner and go to the search, and you're going to go ahead and type in Splashtop. And from here, you can go ahead and reopen the streaming program, and that'll go ahead and reopen it. If for whatever reason you felt like you want to restart the Splashtop streaming program, what you can also do in the bottom right corner here is right-click on the streaming service and click on Exit. That'll go ahead and shut down the Splashtop streamer. And from there, we can go ahead and reopen it by searching for Splashtop, hitting Enter, and as you can see, it has started over again. So now that the streamer is running, let's go ahead and one more time, go ahead and disconnect the tablet. It'll pop over to Android, open up Splashtop, and try to make the connection back to Windows. And there we go. So hopefully this has helped to give you a better understanding of how the Windows Remote feature works on our Transformer All-in-One. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and like it and subscribe to our ASUS North America channel.